All right, welcome back, everybody, at 8:44 as we kick off a brand new school year. Many teachers may find themselves in new classrooms. Teacher turnover is on the rise, according to a recent report. Our Joe Ripley is joining us this morning with a closer look at why, and I guess the bigger question, what can solve the problem?
Right, we're constantly looking for solutions to this issue, Jonathan. The Learning Policy Institute study found nationally there's a 15% teacher turnover rate, and the reasons why all come down to pay, support, and workplace morale.
Stacey Burrows fell in love with teaching as a fourth-generation educator.
It wasn't just about teaching, it was about building relationships and being able to know the resources to address the holistic needs of students.
Burrows served 20 years in education, working both in Georgia and South Carolina.
Teacher burnout, low morale, those are real concerns.
And those concerns are driving teachers out of the classroom. A report by the Learning Policy Institute this year found that teacher turnover is higher now than in the 90s, with around 1 in 7 public school teachers either changing schools or leaving teaching altogether.
We just don't deal with academics. We deal with emotions, psychology, the needs of students.
Verdelia Turner is president of the Georgia Federation of Teachers. She says student behavior, politics, and school administration, being underpaid and taking on more responsibility have all led to higher turnover.
To make sure that that translates to the economic welfare and the mental welfare and the stability of teachers. Because after all, somebody got to look out for teachers.
Teacher turnover has led to staff shortages, higher costs for schools and families, and learning challenges for students. Gwinnett County Public Schools and Atlanta Public Schools tout a 90% or more retention rate. Clayton County Public Schools told 11 Alive it's filled about 97% of its teacher vacancies, but the DeKalb County School District still had about 78 teacher vacancies at the start of the school year. As for Burrows, she says she'd have to think long and hard about whether to return to the classroom.
To have a hands-on in the coaching and the supporting of new teachers, I think would make a tremendous difference.
According to the Learning Policy Institute study, teachers of color experienced higher turnover. The report found replacing a teacher could cost around $12,000 for a smaller school district and around $25,000 for a larger one.
Yeah, and I know you reported earlier this week that at least in some of our districts like Fulton County, we are seeing more stability for a lot of these teachers.
Yes, we are, but we know not all districts are created equal, right? There are some districts with fewer resources than others. They are the ones struggling the most. I think it's interesting, though, that we talk about teacher appreciation, right? But are the teachers feeling that way? The data shows maybe not quite as much as we think, but pay, morale, workplace environment, they all make a difference, and hopefully we can reverse this trend.
Yeah, for sure, it's important. It kind of varies from school to school as well, and classroom to classroom. Hey.